It's a UFC featherweight division fight. Well, you want to talk about a fighter who checks all the boxes, DC. Here is the UFC featherweight king, your right-hand man, Max Holloway.
The Blessed Express is always on my mind. He's one of the best fighters and one of the best guys that we know. The pace and the ability to push and press forward is something that the UFC's featherweight division has never really seen. To melt Jose Aldo in the way that he did, to melt Brian Ortega in the way that he did, is truly a compliment to Max Holloway and his preparation, drew a Hawaiian to his soul, and it shows in the toughness that he exhibits when he steps into the octagon.
You talk about a guy ably taking the torch from the Hall of Famer BJ Penn, Max Blessed Holloway. Few guys are going to be able to match the cardio. You mentioned the pace and the pressure. All eyes on Max Holloway yet again here tonight. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Our tail of the tape now for this featherweight fight. So 3 years the gap in age between these two fighters, with similar height and some differences in reach. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Waianae, Hawaii, Max Blessed Holloway. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Tbilisi, Georgia, Giga, Chikadze.
All right, commit to the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, about your corners, come out fight.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
All right, so here we go with the start of round 1. I can tell how excited you are for this matchup. Seems to be a striking advantage on one side, but maybe not.
This is a big-time fight. It feels like a big moment for both of these guys' careers. Who is going to be able to implement their game plan the best in this matchup between these two big-time athletes? Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
And they separate. Oh, super true. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Oh, nice connection with that punch. It's one thing to have an edge and reach. It's another to take advantage. Nicely done. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the
DC, didn't take him long to find his range here tonight, huh?
His timing is on point.
Man, striking class is in session. Beautiful punch there.
Great job landing. What a damaging punch. Beautiful body kick.
Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Max Blessed Holloway. And he landed the right hand there. Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. And watch the ability to land anywhere. It's a beautiful fast foot jab with meaning.
Just over 2 minutes now to go. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Holloway. A little single collar tie there.
Right hand punch in the clinch.
Pretty good right hand. Back and forth we go.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Single collar tie now. Clipped him with the right hand there. Got that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot. Jab hurt him a little bit. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Holloway gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention. Got the single collar tie. And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it. Second round, straight ahead. All right, that's the end of the round. He's got a cut on his cheek from that round. There are certainly worse locations for a cut on the cheek. It's not going to trickle down into the eye. Nonetheless, pretty significant gash. We'll see if the cut man can close it up. All right, we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC. A lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
Round 2 is underway.
Good stick.
All right, single collar tie now. Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to his bully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down for the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
Left hand punch in the clinch. Nice.
Landed that left hook. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Well, you saw us reference at the tail of the tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that check. So a much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round 2. And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, big left. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Under 2 minutes now in round 2. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound with very patient ground and pound for such a dominant position.
Ground and pound strike there now. Oh man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
10 seconds now to go in the round. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever.
Good punch.
Single collar tie here. Splits the guard, lands the right hand. Wow!
What a fantastic strike. Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt already. Bad.
Oh, he is up, but man, is he hurting. A finish could come here at any time.
He's so committed to body punches.
Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Well, he's up, but he is hurting for certain. The finish could come at any time. Big right hands there by Max Holloway. Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. Goes to the body with the knee. Whoa!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Recovery, man, right back to his feet. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many.
What a fight!
I'm not sure if that's the way he drew it up, but a huge result for him here tonight as he gets the win by way of knockout, and that's about as good a one-strike finish as we've seen here in the UFC in recent memory. I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, so a big, big win for him here tonight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
All right, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 54 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by